On a live first alert forecast.
A little rain, a little bit of snow. That's kind of what you can expect in a normal April. This isn't too unusual, but yeah, some of you are sending in some messages, some videos of a little bit of wet snow, mainly north toward the Michigan line. So Steuben, LaGrange counties seeing that a little more. Even St. Joseph County seeing some snow in the South Bend a little bit earlier today. Of course, not really sticking, and even if it managed to for a little bit, we're not expecting this to freeze on area roadways or cause really any major problems. In fact, this is associated with a warm front, which is doing its very best to try to warm things up. Not quick enough for many, but still, nonetheless, it's not going to get colder here through the night. We are actually going to see temperatures fairly steady. This system will continue to move north and eastward, bringing the precipitation with it. This is kind of happening in two phases. The first phase moving through now. A little bit of rain, though, on the back end of this system later tonight. That should certainly be warm enough to support some snow through early tomorrow morning. Current temperatures 39 in Fort Wayne, 37 in Auburn, 34 in Angola. So a little bit colder to the north, 37 degrees in Van Wert and 40 in Defiance. Here's a look at another thing to consider here overnight, but mainly into early tomorrow morning. With this warm front, clashing with some of the cold air trapped at the surface, the recent moisture, this could result in some spots of lower visibility. I don't expect this to be a widespread dense fog concern. I suppose it could. We'll, of course, be on air bright and early in the morning to warn you of that. But right now, it appears it's going to be more of a patchy concern. So look at Columbia City, less than a mile visibility, 1.3 in Huntington, about a half a mile or less in and around Auburn to Steuben County. And then in Northwest Ohio, parts of Northwest Ohio certainly could see some of that dense fog. So we are giving you the first alert that could be a potential, not issuing any first alert weather days about this particular risk, only because it does appear to be pretty spotty at this point. We should see that fog lift here throughout the day. We're getting to that time of year now where fog becomes actually more rare than something you would expect, like in October, November, and then into the dead of winter. So by the time we get through, I would say about 8 or 9 p.m., we're going to be in a bit of a lull again before the next round of showers moves in between about 11 p.m. and 3 a.m. Then that system lifts north and east and out of the area, leaving us with generally cloudy skies. Could be lucky enough in our far southwestern communities to see some sun breaks, but generally it is going to be a pretty cloudy, gray day. Temperatures in the upper 40s to low 50s. Friday looks like one of the brighter days here over the next few, and Saturday and Sunday don't look too bad either. The difference between Friday and the weekend is that temperatures will be just quite a bit warmer, as you'll see. Looking at, again, mostly sunny conditions throughout the day on Friday. We wanted to tell you, too, about some growing wind gusts here into early next week. So a front's going to move through Monday into Tuesday. That could allow the wind to pick up between about 25, 30 miles per hour again into early next week. But like we mentioned with the fog, this is also the time of year you start to notice the frequency of these very windy days to go down. You've probably already noticed that to a degree. March was relentless. April, of course, with the severe weather, has also been a bit of a pain. But as far as just these blustery cold fronts, we've had fewer of them so far, and I would expect fewer still going forward. We're getting into a, believe it or not, more stable time of year when it comes to those kinds of things. So let's hope that holds here for the next couple of weeks. Saturday and Sunday, look at that. Partly to mostly sunny temperatures in the mid to upper 50s Saturday, low 60s on Sunday. Should be close to around 70 on Monday, with temperatures cooling with the passage of another front Monday night and Tuesday. That will allow high temperatures to fall back into the upper 40s to low 50s, with overnight lows in the mid 30s.
All right.
I'm ready for the warmth.
Yeah.
I think a lot of people are.
We've had like a couple days here and there, but we haven't had like a week-long stretch. They'll come. It's just not going to be next week, maybe not even the week after that.
Yeah. The sunshine is going to help.